August 8th, 2024, a video was released by agentPman 1, and that video was called Untitled Video, and in that video lied the most horrific of all videos. A Five Nights at Freddy's fan video. Roll the intro! I never actually recorded an intro, so we're just gonna start. Alright, so this is my first video ever, and I have done almost no research on this. This is entirely vibes based, okay? So don't expect your big boy YouTuber coming in, flexing his big boy YouTube knowledge skills, because I don't got any of those. All I have are vibes and entertaining ways of speaking. That's all me. So you're just gonna have to deal with me while I move forward without stopping. So buckle up, because we're talking about Untitled Video, aka Fazbear's Toddler Fun. And we're gonna start from the beginning. The video opens with a slideshow from a currently unknown character. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's Michael Afton. It's just Michael Afton, showing how they're being scarred in their sleep and weird stuff is happening in their dreams. Then we cut to the game, Fazbear's Toddler Fun, and I just want to appreciate how authentically shitty this game is. Like, I remember playing on those really terrible children's games in my local public library and having just a grand old time, and I'm glad that this video brings that back in full force. Anyways, Michael clicks on the game and we enter the cove, and Freddy starts yapping at us about a cake or whatever until the main man, Foxy, shows up, to which we quickly learn that Foxy, there's something wrong with him, as it were. Every time we see Foxy, he's always glitched out or turned grotesque. Possibly some symbolism? Anyway, Freddy and Foxy argue for a few seconds until Foxy, like an asshole, decides to rip up the map to the birthday cake. Anyways, Michael goes to the pirate ship where Freddy asks him to find sea creatures. Bonnie gets cummed on by an octopus, and then we get a ticket and the map piece. Hooray! Next, we get another map piece from Chica in the Sandcastle minigame. The Sandcastle game is basically just Simon Says, but easier because this is a game for toddlers. Anyway, Michael plays along until...
Great work! The sandcastle looks stylish.
Hey, nice job!
Then a weird, fucked up Foxy head appears and disappears, and Michael ignores this and wins the far more important goal in this scenario. Balloon Boy gives us the map piece, and we leave very quickly, almost as quickly as we showed up. And Michael lingers on the world for a good long while, clearly unsure what to do next, even though he knows what to click on. And it's at this point anyone watching this at 2 a.m. would proceed to lose their shit. I know I certainly did. Anyway, Michael goes to the circus stop to find the third map piece. Bonnie gives us the map piece like the sweet little cuck he is, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a clown steals the map piece. Bonnie sends us on a mission to murder the clowns with cherry pies, because that's how that works. And before we dive into what actually happens in this game, I just want to call attention to the music, because I'm like 1,000,000,000% sure that it's a remix of the music, like the music box music from the second game. But for a long time, Michael, for some reason, doesn't want to actually play the game, and then a bunch of pop-ups appears. The first one says, "Stop it." And another pop-up appears a couple seconds later that reads, "You know why you deserve it." And a bunch of blank pop-ups appear, and the game starts to break down. It's at this point a timer appears and Michael starts to actually play the game, and then the game appears to break down like the sand one. Yeah! Michael goes back to the map, takes a deep breath, and enters the next game, where we see Freddy, who apparently likes to peruse around the jungle in his spare time like a freak. And we find the map piece, but suddenly... Yo-ho-ho! A pirate called Captain Snagglepuss leaps out of nowhere and steals our map from us. Well, Freddy has some choice words for him.
Oh no! We've run into a dirty, rotten, thieving, stealing pirate!
And then we start gambling for the map. Woohoo! But Michael, the king of unsportsmanship, decides to lose on purpose, or he's really stupid, one of the two. And then... And the game breaks, like all the way breaks, not like the last couple times. Michael gets kicked out and he proceeds to try to go back to the games, but it's a little bit. Anyway, Michael decides to go into the arts and crafts part of the game that we all know that those kinds of games had. And we enter Fazbear's art studio, where we are jump scared by a Mario teacher's typing ass floating head.
Hey, you made it just in time to my brand new art studio. But Freddy, what on Glory's green earth is an art studio, you ask? Well, here, you can create anything you want to.
Anyway, Freddy tells us what we can do, which is draw pictures, make music, and make little pre-rendered animations. And then Michael picks the Drawathon 1000 in order to communicate with the ghost, I guess, which is honestly a pretty cool idea. Like, legitimately, I feel like that's very creative. I would never have thought of that, ever, in a million years. Anyways, Michael says hello and proceeds to wait a long time. Then the canvas bleeds some kind of purple stuff, and Michael gets scared and leaves. I personally am not one to get scared by unknown liquids, but that's just me. And Michael clicks on the thingy that puts him in a Scribblenauts ripoff, basically. There's a fun little Freddy and Space homage, and I'm actually going to come back to this segment because I think narratively it is quite important. Michael then, after that, decides to go into the Music Maker and lays down some sick beats until...
Susie. Gabriel.
Anyway, Michael runs away to the home screen, and then this happens.
Uh-oh, looks like the power went out. I thought we were good until next month. Let's see here. Mama! Mama! Mama!
Freddy then asks us to help him get the power back, to which we reply, no! And Freddy takes that very personally.
Here.
Then the voice from the music machine comes back as the lights start to flicker, and then Michael enters the movie machine, presumably to try to run away. And we see probably the only fully rendered Foxy in the whole game, other than the coloring book, but I don't really count that. And then before long, the ghost takes over. And I'm going to let this sequence mostly speak for itself. Also narrated live by me. My first film, huh? Well, I'm not going to judge it any easier than if it was your last. It was like I knew the day alone with my thoughts. I am afraid to go to depict me today. It wasn't any different. One take, baby. Only one. I guess we're not going there. Okay. Oh, I never had friends, just people who stuck around because I were told to. I could see in the way they talked to me, the way they all talked to me. Nobody really cared about me. No one does. Today's your birthday, isn't it? Did everyone forget your presents? I bet they're waiting for you at Freddy's. We should really head anyway. It's pouring out here and I don't want to catch a cold. What good friends. I would have friends. I would enjoy friends like those. Hello. Look, it's the whiny little brother. And he's gone. What are you even doing out here in the rain? You're supposed to be inside. Can't you do anything right? Look, he's crying again. Let's go. Yeah, pick on that little twerp. He ain't got nothing. I don't understand, Michael. You knew I loved you so much. You knew I didn't want to go. Why did you let them antagonize me? I'm afraid, Michael, I don't want to go. Please don't make me go. We have the whole building rented out just for you, so don't be ungrateful. You're his favorite daddy's little soldier. And it's gone. The text box scene could be a little slower. I cried and I cried as tears went down my cheeks and you had yours turned. How poetic. Hey, Freddy. Wow, your brother's a bit of a baby, isn't he? It's hilarious. Why don't we help him get a closer look? I'm sure he'll love it. Come on, guys. Let's give the little man a lift. And it's gone. I can't read the letter. I can't read the rest. You could have done something. Could I? I don't know. Hey, guys. I think the little man said he wants to give Fredbear a big kiss. Big kiss. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fun. This is cool. Catchy. But you didn't know what you put me through. Oh, this seems fine. Oh. Oh, I don't like this. Ooh, Lord. Even in death, I still thought I should have forgiven you. But you decided to hide me away. You proved me wrong again. You hated the thought of me that much. I still remember that final voice.
Can you hear me?
Ooh, I don't like that.
I don't know if you can hear me. I'm sorry.
Ugh. I was starting to blame myself a lot for what happened after. I thought I was too afraid. I thought I should have done something more. But now I know that wasn't fair, was it? It was you who let me die and ruined our family. You never loved me back. All you did was lie to me. It was all your fault. They're not really here, I know that, but I think they'd never let this go. I know you haven't either. That's why you still come back, isn't it? Even when you're not here, I'm still with you at night. They're still with you at night. Oh. Whoa. That moment right there, that is the whole reason I wanted to make this video. It is my favorite thing, at least one of my top 10 favorite things to have ever come out of the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom, is just that one image. It's so good. It chills you to the bone, man. And the buildup is so slow. The video is like 49 minutes long. And it does this on purpose. It does this build-up. Almost nothing happens. There's little scares here and there, all leading up to the massive moment that we were all waiting for, which is this image. Mwah! Chef's kiss. There's a reason I made it the thumbnail. Michael tries to plead for forgiveness, but the ghost boy ain't having none of that shit. And Michael moves through the pictures only to find a page full of fire. And underneath that fire is Foxy. Michael goes to the home screen only to find that the only option is the special button. So Michael reluctantly pushes the button. Michael is greeted with the birthday cake by the gang, where he gets a special birthday prize.
Smile.
Michael's been dead this whole time. This entire video has just been, presumably, one of Michael's friends watching this whole video separately and uploading it to YouTube. And that's real cool. Anyway, the game boots up, and in the top left corner, it says, "Hello, Peter." Peter, presumably, goes to the movies option in the menu, where he's greeted by a surprisingly sweet moment between Freddy and Fredbear. I'm surprised the video's still going at this point.
And you remember how we rehearsed it, right, nephew?
You
What?
sure did.
Good. Now to focus on that stage fright of yours.
But Uncle Fredbear, how's a big fat scaredy cat like myself gonna get over some stage
God
fright?
damn.
I'm like a cock without the squawk.
Hey,
Have a
now,
little
there's
self-confidence.
fire where I'm from. Now, don't beat yourself up, kid. Listen, during those 5 minutes before our first show, I had so many butterflies in my stomach that it tasted like a spring picnic on the inside.
What?
But it only took a song and a dance with my bunny buddy, Bunny Bill, and what do you know it? They all loved us.
Did they?
You just got to give it your all on stage, ready?
Huh.
And in no time,
I'll be the next best bear in the business?
better than all the bears that came before.
Well, maybe
This is
you're
actually
right.
kind of sweet.
Thanks, Uncle Fredbear. You're the smartest animal I know. I guess if I want my first show to stick the landing, I ought to show 'em all what me and the gang are made of.
Hey, that's my nephew. Now there's a couple of minutes left before our show starts.
Uh-huh.
Finally got the guts to bring praise to the Fazbear name.
Oh boy, do I. But I'll be honest, I don't think I could ever have the guts you have, Uncle Fredbear.
What, 'cause I taught you everything you know?
Because I have a proper diet. Well, sure.
Goddamn.
I guess that too.
No, I'm telling you, I get no respect around you.
That's actually kind of funny.
Come on, fellas. The show starts in 1 minute.
Leave it to the Fazbears to be late for everything.
Come on, Foxy. Be nice. We're ready when you are, boys.
Uh-oh.
We're on our way.
They all came before.
You're
That's leper. 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 They all came before.
Peter is thrown to the special gallery, where he clicks on the photo album. Peter goes through the photos, where he learns that all of his former friends have died.
Ready for another adventure?
Dun, 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 dun. Good video, great video, but I will say I think there is one point in which the whole thing very much goes together in a nice little bow, and that is the Freddy in Space segment that I didn't really mention earlier, but I think is quite important. The whole thing with the Freddy in Space segment is basically you have to draw a phaser blaster so Freddy can fend off a robot. But what I like is that it's representative of the whole plot. For if you see it through the lens that Freddy is the crying child in this scenario, and the robot is Fredbear that bites his frontal lobe off. It ties the whole thing together in a fun way, especially when it ends with the shot of the robot looking down at Fredbear when Michael refuses to help him, kind of echoing when he got bitten and Mike refused to help. He just made it worse. That's my 2 cents. You might also notice, if you've seen the video before, that I actually left out a bunch of stuff. And that's because I want you to go watch it. It's right now standing at like 208,000 views. You need to go watch it. It is a piece of culture, of Five Nights at Freddy's culture, that not a lot of people have really seen. So go watch it. It'll be good for you. Agent P-Man, I'll put a link right here. But that's my extremely short, extremely brief, extremely slapped together video about the Untitled Video or Fazbear's Toddler Fun series. I'm going to cover more stuff like this, probably in a bit more professional of a fashion and a bit more well put together, but this is the only video you get right now. I'll be uploading once a week every Sunday. Goodbye!